My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm back with a one pack only build, and today I'm working with only base game and cottage living. So naturally I'm building in the world of Hanford-on-Bagley, and I'm building a cute little cottage. So yes, this was really fun to build. I partially, actually for the most part, built this over on stream, over on Twitch. So I had my chat with me to help me make decisions and stuff. But basically I'm just building this little stone or brick cottage, I guess you could call it, here in the world of Hanford-on-Bagley, which naturally is the world that came with the Cottage Living expansion pack. And I'm building in the downtown area of the world, and as you may probably already notice, I'm building sideways on the lot. So I'm using this lot in a little bit of a different orientation. I have done this before for a previous build a little while back. That is actually quite a long time ago already. But yeah, I have done this before, and I do this because of the lighting, basically. It's such a shame. I talked about this on stream as well, but I really love this world, especially this part of the world, like the downtown villagey area. I think it's so wholesome and cute, and you can just build the cutest homes here, but the lighting is so disappointing. Basically, if you built in the regular orientation on this lot, so if you use the front of the lot for the front of your build as well, then you will never get any direct sunlight hitting the front of the house, and that is just such a shame to me. Obviously, I'm building also for like aesthetic purposes, and I want to make it look cute and pretty, and I want to take good screenshots and stuff like that, and yeah, that is just not really possible in this world because of that fact. Like, you can never get any direct sunlight hitting the front of the house, and that just makes it a little bit sad looking, and yeah, that is such a shame. I wish that was different for this world, because other than that, I really love this world so much, and I also mainly love this area of the world. I feel like, in my opinion, Hanford-on-Bagley is a really good world. It has like 3 different neighborhoods basically, and they're all very different from each other. So there's this downtown area, there is a more woodsy area with smaller lots, and then there is a more like farm kind of area with bigger lots, and there is not as much like trees around and stuff. It's a little bit more sparse, and I really like that area as well. It's all very different. Also, because I was building this on stream, my cat is back for just a little bit here. She was hanging out with us on stream. So yes, there's a little cat cam in the corner. But I think I can safely say, now that this pack has been out for a while, I think it came out in June of last year, so that's a long time ago already. But this is one of my all-time favorite packs. I feel like they did such an amazing job with this pack. The gameplay is so freaking cool. You can have a cow or a llama, you can have chickens, you can grow oversized crops, there's bunnies, there's birds, like all that sort of stuff is just so much fun. And then there's that lot trait where you can basically live of the land, so you can only work with or like cook with the stuff that you actually grow yourself, and like the stuff that you actually, or you can buy it. You don't need to grow everything obviously, but you can also just order groceries and stuff, and then you can only use that to cook with, like that sort of thing. It's so detailed and so fun. And this entire style of house, like the brick sort of cottages, is right up my alley when it comes to The Sims 4. I just freaking love building in this style, because to me it feels very whimsical and like very almost kind of magical in a way. And I just really love that for The Sims, which is strange because these sorts of cottages and like the sort of cottages they gave us the stuff, like the build buy stuff for basically with this pack, they're very like dark and like closed off and sort of boxy in a way. I'm not trying to like offend this house style, like not boxy in a bad way. I really love it. It's very cozy, but the style, like shape wise, is kind of simplistic, if that makes sense, which I really like. And it's a lot different than what I would like to live in real life, I think, because I like open floor plans, lots of natural lighting, big windows, stuff like that, as I would love to have in real life. But in The Sims, and especially with this style, you can see that the windows I'm using, they're all very small, and there's just not a whole lot of natural light coming through because the windows are so small and the house is very boxy and closed off. But for some reason in The Sims, that is just so freaking cozy, and I love to build in this style. And also the brick that came with this pack, they gave us lots of different sorts of brick and stone wallpapers, that is. They're my absolute favorite. I use them all the freaking time. This pack has a lot of staples that I use all the time. I also really love these blinds that you can see me placing down in the hallway. I don't know, there's just so much about this pack that I love. Like I said, I genuinely think it is one of my favorite packs of all time, aside from Cats and Dogs, because I feel like Cats and Dogs is my favorite of all time, just because, I mean, it's cats and dogs, it's pets. I freaking love that. And also Brindleton Bay is just my all-time favorite world in this game, basically. But yeah, Hanford-on-Bagley and just this pack in general, it comes pretty dang close. I really, really like it. So if you don't have this pack yet, maybe if you're looking for a new pack to buy and you're into this sort of thing, then I think this one will not disappoint. It's a lot of fun for build by, but for like building purposes, but also for gameplay purposes. I feel like there's a lot to explore. You can do you can basically like run errands. I think that's what they call it in this game. You can like run errands and like gather information from villagers. Agnes Crumplebottom comes with this pack. I mean, hello, if that is not a game changer, I don't know what is. Agnes Crumplebottom, if you don't know, she's an old lady. She was also in The Sims 2. Was she also in The Sims 1? I don't know, but I know for a fact she was in The Sims 2, and it's an old lady, and she will hit you with her purse when she sees you flirting with someone, basically, and it's just so funny. She's in this one, and yeah, it's just so cool. But yes, as you can see, I am furnishing, I'm doing this entire build with only cottage living and base game, and it's always so refreshing to me to kind of limit my options, because I am a very slow builder. I cannot make up my mind. So whenever I limit myself in the sense that I have only one pack to build with, or just the base game or just one pack, that really helps me make decisions a lot faster because I don't have as many options. And it's always so refreshing. So I really, really like how this house came out. I didn't really miss anything. Once or twice, maybe I was sitting there and I was like, well, you know what? I wish I had like this and this item I could place here or something like that. For example, if I did have seasons installed, I think I would have placed like a Christmas tree or something, just because it's September right now. But obviously I did not have that one installed, so no Christmas tree, like no seasonal items. And I did have all my packs installed actually for this one. I was too lazy. I know I should have gone into the EA app and I should have disabled all my packs when I did this build, but I kind of just forgot, and then after that I got too lazy. So I was filtering by base game and this pack like this entire time, and I did not make a mistake. I did check before I actually uploaded this house to the gallery if like the chances are that I would make a mistake. I mean, obviously I have my packs installed. I was bound to make a mistake, but actually I did not. So yes, there's no mistakes. I did go ahead and check. I also playtested the entire build, so everything is functional. And I checked if I didn't by accident use any packs other than cottage living, but I did not. So it's truly only base game and cottage living. So yes, that was very successful. But you can see that we have quite the spacious living room. The shape of it is a little bit awkward, so I was struggling like how to fill in the rest of the space. I decided to put a tiny little dining table, like a 2-seater dining table behind the couch there, as you can see by the door leading into the bathroom, to kind of just fill up the space. And for a little while, I was afraid that this was going to be my only dining table in the house, because as you will probably see in a little bit, the kitchen is very small and cramped and awkwardly shaped, and I was for sure not gonna fit a dining table in here. But then I fiddled around with a layout for this kitchen for the longest freaking time, and then I figured it out. I actually was able to fit a 4-seater dining table in here. So this house has a 4-seater dining table, which is nice because I was imagining a 4 sim family, because this house does have 3 bedrooms. It has 1 bedroom furnished for the parents, then one bedroom I furnished for a child, and then the other one for a toddler. So I was most definitely imagining like a younger sort of family, or at least a family with younger children. Doesn't necessarily need to be young parents, obviously. Could also even maybe be grandparents raising their younger grandchildren. Like that is definitely something I could see for this house, because as you can see, the house itself is pretty outdated. The kitchen is very old. Obviously, I used as many of the items from the pack as I could possibly fit in here, is what I'm trying to say. I cannot form sentences today. I don't know what it is, but that's okay. So yes, I basically tried to use anything and everything from this freaking pack. Also from the debug items for the landscaping. I actually got started on the interior before I did the landscaping for this one. I did do a little bit of landscaping before I moved on, but not a whole lot, because I remember the first stream that I was building this house, I basically only worked on the exterior of the house, and the building bug was just not there that day for some reason. I could make the exterior work, but then when it came to like the landscaping and stuff, I just did not have the energy to do that. And then after I figured out like the main layout and like the exterior, basically, we moved on to Disney Dreamlight Valley on stream to kind of just hang out and play something else. So that is what we did. And then later in that week, I came back to the interior, and I also finished the landscaping. I think I did the landscaping off stream. Yes, I did. I did the whole interior on stream, and then I did some of the landscaping off camera actually. But I'm so happy with how it came out, because like I said, when I first started on this build, I wasn't sure about anything. I wasn't really feeling super creative. I was having a little bit of a builder's block, and I was kind of trying to push through. But I am so happy in the end with how this came together. It is so freaking cozy, and I love how the landscaping came together. We had like an area for either a cow or a llama, and also I ended up placing chickens in that area. So all the animals, we have like a little farm area as well, which I don't know how much sense it would make to have like a cow in this downtown area of the world, but I don't care. I feel like it just goes. And it's just so freaking cute. And I'm really, really proud of how this kitchen came together. Everything is functional. I did make sure to playtest everything. So the sink is functional, even though it looks very cramped, and then also the rest of the kitchen as well. And you can use the dining table. So that is actually very, very nice. And then this house ends up having 2 bathrooms. I never used this feature, but I literally copied over this bathroom and placed it upstairs, because we basically have the same bathroom in like the same bump out, but on the 2nd floor. So yes, the door was also in the exact same spot. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to use this feature and I'm going to copy over this entire room and place it upstairs. It was so smart. Like, it worked so well. I'm so happy that I decided to use that feature instead of like copying over the items one by one. It might not be the most realistic to have like the exact same bathroom twice in your house, but I feel like for The Sims, it's okay. Bathrooms aren't that exciting to furnish anyway, so I just copied it over. But here you can see we're moving on to the 2nd floor of the house. We have this little landing area, and then we have 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and 1 tiny little office space. At first, I was gonna make that into the parents' ensuite, but I was like, this house has no business having 3 full bathrooms. Like, that makes no sense. It's really unnecessary. So I decided to turn it into the tiniest little office, which turned out so cute, because we have that 1 desk in the base game that is very like old and cluttered, and it looks like it's been there for years. And I just really, really enjoyed that. That was the exact vibe I was going for. So we just have this tiny little study area where I also placed an easel, but you'll see that later on. First, we're doing the parents' bedroom, and I obviously went crazy with the wallpaper, because I did not mention this yet, but aside from the brick that we got with this pack, there's also so many cute patterned wallpapers that I just really love to pieces. So obviously I went wild with the patterned wallpapers in this house. So for the parents, they have this flowery wallpaper, which I thought was really cute, and I obviously gave them the double bed that came with this pack, and also the dresser. Honestly, I wish this bed would have, like, they would have given us this bed in a single version as well, because we only have the double bed version. The single bed version would have made it even more perfect, because yeah, we do have base game single beds that go with this pack, but I don't know, for some reason I would have loved a single bed version of the double bed, just because the bedding and like the patterns, they're so cute and they just obviously go so well with everything else in this pack. So yeah, and also for children's rooms, that would be so cute, because now I'm using like a base game single bed in the kids' room, and it doesn't look as kid-ish to me, which I feel like a single bed version of the cottage living bed would have been way better for a kid's bedroom, but yes, sadly, we don't have that. But yes, here you can see we have the tiny little office. I used this typewriter thing with the iPad attached to it. I really freaking love the computer that came with the pack. It's so cute. I loved that they did that. It's so unique, and I have never seen anything like that in real life, which I also kind of like for The Sims sometimes when it comes to these things. Obviously it's fun to have the game be realistic, but also it's just so fun when they add these wacky things. Though I feel like maybe it might exist in real life, like a typewriter type of keyboard that you can attach to your iPad. I don't know, for some reason it feels like something that could exist in real life, so I kind of like it. But here we're moving on to the toddler's bedroom. This toddler's room, for this toddler's room, I used my favorite wallpaper from, I was gonna say the entire game. That is a strong opinion, but it comes really freaking close. I mean, look at the little bunnies and the leaves, and it's just so cute. The little mushrooms. It is so freaking cute. I love this wallpaper, especially in this color with the green paneling on the bottom. It is amazing. So yes, this is the toddler's room. I made sure to place some toys. I also made this little makeshift changing table that I thought was really cute with just a base game dresser and then an ottoman sized down and raised up to kind of like merge them together. Obviously it doesn't work, but who knows? Maybe at the beginning of 2023, at some point we're gonna get the infants update, which I'm really excited about, but also really scared for my life, because I started a 100 baby challenge over on Twitch not too long ago. We're literally only on 13 babies. So yes, we're going to have to deal with the infant update at some point with that, but I don't want to think about that right now. But I was gonna say that maybe, hopefully, that update will come with actual changing tables. Wouldn't that be so cute? I feel like they have to give us changing tables, right? Like actual functional ones, because otherwise, what is the point of infants if you can't like have a changing table to change them? I don't know, maybe we won't get it. I have no clue, but I feel like that would be such a cute thing to add, because I make them manually like all the time with ottomans and dressers. But yes, here we have the kids' bedroom. It's very blue and pink and yellow, basically. I used just a base game wallpaper in this room because I felt like it was starting to become very repetitive. I was going crazy with the wallpaper. I couldn't stop. And basically, the wallpaper that I used in the other two bedrooms, there is no different swatch with a different pattern. There is only the flowery pattern and the one with the bunnies, and then that's it. So it would feel very repetitive if I were to use one of those in this room again. So I just decided to go for a base game wallpaper in here with the flowers. I always call them the SpongeBob flowers. They really look like the SpongeBob flowers in my opinion. Yeah, the kids' room is just very simple. We have some toys, and I also placed a creativity table in there so they can do some drawing and stuff. But after that bedroom, we're moving on to basically the exterior and the landscaping. So I decided to place a chicken coop in here. It might be a little cramped for like both a cow and a llama as well as the chickens, but I think it's gonna be okay. And then we also have off of the animal area, basically, we also have the little gardening area with the plots for the oversized crops. I love those plots so much. I think they're so cute. I later on also placed some additional planter boxes at the front of the house to just kind of, you know, fill up the space, but also give you an extra little area to plant some things. Maybe you want to grow some like fruit trees or something like that. You can definitely do that. And I also use like lots of the wisteria. I really, really love this wisteria to just like make the fences look older, I guess, or I don't really know how to explain it, but it just looks like the house, it makes the house look a little older and like it's been around for ages. And that is definitely what I was going for with this one. So I was trying to go a little bit crazy with that without it clipping and stuff. I did need to like go back and resize some of the wisteria that I placed because it was poking through on the inside of the house. I was getting a little too carried away with it, I feel like. But I did go back and check and yeah, just fix the mistakes that I made. And then for the landscaping, I basically just made it very lush. I placed lots of plants. This pack comes with the best debug, like rose bushes and stuff. I still to this day do not understand why they only made them debug. It doesn't matter to me because I only basically use debug landscaping anyway, but I feel like it would have been so nice if they just gave us these rose bushes and flowers and stuff in the actual landscaping catalog, because I don't understand why. So yeah, they're only debug, which sometimes can be a little bit annoying because Sims, this doesn't go for all the debug items, but Sims usually don't like see the debug items basically, which makes it so that they can walk through it. So that sometimes I can understand that that bugs you when you're doing gameplay. I don't actually play the game enough to have that bother me, but I can understand that that could be annoying to some of you. So I don't know. I feel like it would just be a nice addition if they had given us the plants in the actual catalog, but it's fine. They're in debug and they're accessible and you can place them and use them. So I feel like that makes sense. But I was basically just going through the debug of this pack and fill in the space, like fill in the lot some more, which was so fun to do because I keep forgetting how good the debug items in this pack are. They're so good. There's like so many like little fences and stuff and little hay bales and just different little things that make the lot like so lived in and cozy and realistic and whimsical, and it was just the best time. So yes, as per usual, I did have a really good time with this pack again. I did actually at first forget to place a mailbox, but I did go back later when I took the screenshots to place a mailbox. So there is a mailbox properly placed on this lot as well. I placed it here by the entryway. I also parked a car, by the way. That is a debug car from this pack as well, which I think is so cute. I have no clue how you would get the car there or like drive it in and out of there, but it doesn't matter. I feel like it's so cute. I wanted to use it anyway. I know it's not realistic because like I said, how would you get it there? Because there's literally like a staircase leading up to this lot because it's a little bit higher up compared to basically the street and the sidewalk. But still, I thought it was way too cute. I could not park it there, so I had to. It's just the cutest little car, and it just looks so cute there. I also ended up placing a woodworking bench to give your Sims an extra like activity to do and like skill building item as well. And then I placed some planter boxes, as you can see. I wanted to place a picnic table really badly. I ended up placing one, but it's behind the tree where the car is parked. So it's a little bit away from the garden area, but I just really didn't have the space for it in the front here, which I feel like is okay because now you have like the cutest little picnic area by the tree. It's just very like cutesy and cozy back there. You can see me place it here. It turned out really nice. And then, yeah, I just basically filled in or like colored in the lot with some terrain paint because I hadn't done any terrain paint, and it's just the most satisfying finishing touch in my opinion. So yes, I just did a whole bunch of terrain paint, used some like dirt under the bushes and like placed some lighter patches in the animal shed area. And yeah, I just basically colored in the lot to make it all feel a little bit more realistic. But then that is basically it for this house. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. I feel like it just looks so very like whimsical and cute. I love this gardening area with the patches. And then we have the animal shed over here. And I also placed some chickens. One thing that bothers me though is this black void. It's so annoying. I wish they would have just animated doors for this. I feel like that would have made it so much better, but no, alas, it's just a black void, but that is what it is. I also placed a woodworking bench in here. It's a little bit of a weird spot, but I feel like in The Sims, it's fine. It looks cute there. Then I placed this little bench so you can just sit there and chill, and yeah, just this little outdoor area. This is where I ended up placing the mailbox, by the way, so yes, it's properly placed. And then back here around the tree, we have the picnic area, which also is just a really cute spot in my opinion. Also, I don't know why there is a random Sim in my house. Moira, what are you doing here? But I guess it's okay. You can hang out here. That's fine. But yes, so Here we have the front door. I love this item as well, by the way, so cute. And then we have a quite spacious entryway, as you can see. So back here we have a coat rack and then just this end table with some gardening knickknacks and a little chair and a bookcase over here by the stairs. Then through this archway is where we have the living room. So it's quite dark in here. There aren't like as many windows as I would place normally, but for this style of house, that makes a lot of sense. So we have a big fireplace with a tiny little TV on top. I feel like the small TVs are just better for this type of house. The flat screens are just a little bit too modern in my opinion. I know it makes no sense, but still. Then back here we have a little table where you can just sit and hang out, maybe play some games or read a book. Looks like one of my Sims was already doing that. And then through here we have the kitchen. I freaking love this kitchen. Look how cozy it is. We have a dining table in the middle. I placed some groceries and Miss Crumplebottom's purse. I just thought it looked cute there. Then we have a sink back here. It's gonna be annoying for your Sims that the sink is all the way back here while the fridge and the stove are back here, but that is the only way I could make it look good. They will make it work. It's gonna be okay. And then over here we have the bathroom. Oops, it looks like we still have some wisteria poking through, but it's only the bathroom. It's fine. And then back here we have the back door. This is where I kind of like tucked away the outdoor trash can. Then upstairs we have this landing area and then the parents' bedroom or like master bedroom over here. It's quite simple, but I felt like I didn't really need much because we already have so much going on with the wallpaper and the bedding. I did put in a little dresser back here and then also this cross-stitching basket. That is a really, really cute skill that came with this pack. And children can actually also do that. So yes, that is really cute. I felt like adding one of those baskets in here. And then over here, what was going to be the ensuite at first, you could still turn it into one if you wanted one, but I felt like a little computer desk in this tiny little room would be really cute. So that is what I decided to do for this one. Then next to the parents' room, we have the toddler's room. This is the smallest bedroom. So naturally, I thought this would be the best one for the toddler. So they just have their bed and a dresser and some toys that the toddlers can play with. And then over here, last but not least, we have the kids' room. So they also have their bed over here in the corner. I wish we would have a cottage living single bed with cute bedding, but alas, we're just gonna have to work with this. I repeated that same dresser, but in pink, which I thought was really cute for this room. They have their activity table and a little bookcase as well. So yeah, the kit is set as well. But that is basically it for this house. So this family cottage is up on the gallery. It uses only base game and cottage living. For some reason, it doesn't show that here. I don't know why it always does that. It's really strange, but yes, it definitely does use one pack. I built it on a 30 by 20 in the world of Hanford-on-Bagley in the downtown area, and then it comes in at just under 72,000 simoleons. I thought it was going to be so much more expensive than that, but for some reason it's not, which I feel like is all right. So if you want to download it and place it in your game, it is on the gallery for you. But that's going to do it for today's video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you want to download it off the gallery, you can definitely go ahead and do so. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.